Hello, welcome to another installment of Comparative Reasoning. I'm your host, Cedric Kennedy, and I'll be talking about defunding the police. Here's the thing. There's multiple versions and things. Look, opinions vary. So you got people that say defund the police, and there are various levels of that. Some say, look, let's go to the extreme. Take all the money away from the police. Okay. There was a point where the police actually kind of did their job for the most part. But when the prices of everything rose, but their paychecks didn't, police started forming small little groups and task force that sort of really focused on targeting drug areas. But the problem is it was racist anyway, so they only targeted the black drug areas where there was far more money in the white drugged areas. Some drugged areas would definitely, give payouts to the police. Like we keep the crime low. We give you this. You let us go. They had that until they somewhat got caught. Then they had to take them in. Police is like, if I'm at risk of getting caught, then I'm going to have to take you in. So things like that happened. And police was finding all these other dubious ways to make money. They were slowly getting exposed and whatnot. And nothing changed. Nothing changed. I mean, when you take in millions and millions of dollars a month from drug-related crimes, you know what happens? That money is not going to just sit there and do nothing. It's going into the cops' pockets, one way or the other. People are tired, okay? A lot of people are being exposed to this. Predominantly white people are just being exposed to what's going on, and they don't know how to handle it. For years they've been the ones saying, hey, why don't you just calm down? If you're not doing anything bad, you got nothing to worry about, because that's how it is where I am. And then they find out now, whoa, they were doing nothing wrong, because I'm standing here just protesting. I got my sign. I'm just letting them know I don't like what they do. And then they pepper spray us. They shoot us with rubber bullets or pepper bullets or whatnot. And they're like, what is going on? And I'm like, you're getting shot. That's how you answer that. What's going on? Why are you getting shot? Because, they don't care about you. So they're learning this. They're learning it. And so some said, look, just reduce the money. Just reduce it by a good bit. And they say, okay, so what's going to happen with that? Well, how far are you going to reduce it? You're going to pay the cops a very little bit, because the cops, they were really smart about this. They got paid on average. At first, there were cops that only got $13,000 a year. That's what they got. And so they were angry. So they complained. Their pays went up because it was like, we're just not going to. Police went on strike. I don't know if anybody remember that stuff. There were police striking around the nation at a few points, and every time they did a strike, they got a pay increase. So you that 13,000, they go up to 19,000, and 19,000 goes to 20 to 30. You guys, and they get paid enough. They get paid that upper lower class money, and then you got other police chiefs and executives and those in charge. They get paid a lot more. They get paid like a doctor. And then instead, it's like, look, we're not going to give you any more money. That's not happening. But what if we gave you toys? And the police was like, oh, man, because they already mad. And they find ways to get their aggression out. And that's what they do. They find ways to get their aggression out. So people are like, look, take away their toys, take away all that money, and just, it'll be what it is, And they're trying to. People are in search of trying to find something. So if you defund the police, if you take away all the money, you're going to have no police. You won't have necessarily anarchy, but you won't have anyone to come help you. So let's get down to what really needs to be said and what needs to be done. You need to slowly but surely hire new police officers. That's it. You blacklist every single one that's on there now. You hire new ones. You put them through a rigorous training, mental, physical, and all that other stuff. You give them you weed out the crazy. You weed out those tackleberries. You weed out everybody else. You want the police that will hold themselves to a higher standard of their job than the citizens. They're not going to sit there and say, oh, citizen, you can't attack this person. Now we get to club your head in, shoot you and anyone around, and then look around and say, who's next? No. You want those that's going to say, look, we're going to de-escalate. This ain't worth it. Because a lot of crime is because of the same reason the police was doing strikes. They got no money, no hope, no prospects, no nothing. So they need to do something. There would be no crime like this if people had the ability to be okay. So this is a deep sociological thing here. This is deep. So you can't defund the police and you can't remove the police, but you can replace those that are in into that job, into that career. You can replace the ones that are there doing the wrong. That's what you can do. You can get rid of them and replace them with better people, actual trained people. Okay, that's what you need. You need that. You need de-escalators. And what's also going around, and I agree, instead of all this money going to the police, because police get paid a lot of money now. They do. They get paid more than that. They are not high. They're not upper lower class. Oh no. They are well-to-do now. And they get to have fun. And they got all these protections that make them immune to any punishment for no matter what they do. You know, officer safety. That's first and foremost. And if they are not happy, they come after the mayor. They come after the city council. They come after anybody. And they know how to do it. So you need to weed them out, fire them, blacklist them permanently. And you need to hire decent-minded people. This is not just about that. This runs deep. I could link everything all the way down to our nutrition. I can break it down to how politicians protect themselves and bolster big corporations. I can link it to any and everything needed. But I want to be direct, and I want you to be direct. You can't defund them. That just don't make sense. Not to the extreme. The money that is there, you could expand the police departments so that you do have the wellness checks. That can be not to police, not like that. You could easily send that to someone of a mental profession of some kind doing a wellness check. You know, and they gotta have a police officer that assists them. They stay in the back. They follow the orders. They follow the orders of the one they're assisting. They don't jump ahead and just shoot somebody because they feel threatened with something that's not threatening them. Some mentally ill patients, they have no idea what they're doing. And then when the things clear up, they're like, I did that. And they're very sorry. They're very apologetic. They feel ashamed. And they do anything they can to not go at it again. So you need that. Wellness check should never been done by police officers because a wellness check is a death sentence. And anyone out there that says they want to call the police, and even if they want to be a Karen or anything, and they say, I'll say it's a black person trying to attack me. That's on camera. Why is that woman not in prison? She literally tried to commit murder using the police. Passive aggressive murder. Same thing Joe Biden would have been is going to do if he gets elected. Passive aggressive racism and everything else. Corporate bailouts and corporate aid when they don't need it. That's what that's going to be. That Amy Cooper, she should be in prison. She really should. That was false accusation, false charge. She lied vehemently, brutally, and didn't care. It was planned. So you need a force or some kind of laws or something that says when that happens, that person is going to go to prison. And they don't need to go for a long time. No, I would say maybe 3-6 months, something like that. or maybe a month, get them in, give them a good taste, 30 days or so, and be like, then you let them out. You want to do that again? Act better. And they can still vote. Once you get out of prison, you can still vote. You got to defund not just the police, but these prisons. If the prison is going to work, then they need to get paid just like anybody else, $15 an hour at the minimum. It's that simple. So think about defunding in the level you want. I'd say replace. Yeah, you're going to still get police, but at least these are new minds, new people that's obviously out here protesting and stuff, people that probably want to be better. And if there are good cops and they do have a good record, then keep them on. Because some cops, not many, but some cops, they are good. But they know if they speak out against the bad that's going on, they're either as good as dead or they're going to wish they could quit. The police will turn on their own in a heartbeat, and it will be vicious. It is worse than what you are getting. So, think about that, okay? Really do. Think about all that stuff that goes into defunding, and some good cops need to stay. They're there. Find them. And you don't need to retrain cops. You need to get rid of them. And the ones that are good without any records of abuse or anything like that, then retrain them. Let them be the ones that you work on. Keep them. There's promise. There's hope. You need to have strict rules. If the cop breaks the law, he is punishable by the law. That's it. If the cop goes in and beat the hell out of somebody and it was uncalled for, it was unnecessary, yeah, sue. Civil lawsuits. And make sure, and that officer needs to go to prison. Treat him like any other civilian. Him or her, or them, or they, or whatever. Just equality, y'all. Is that simple. I think that's all I have to say. If you got any questions, if you want, anything you got against what I'm saying, let me know. But yeah, that's all I got. So this is Cedric Kennedy for Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.